Hey, welcome back to Views and Brews. I'm Brendan, and this is Heart of Glass by Dead Centre Brewing Company in Westmeath in the Midlands of Ireland. Okay, yeah, so I'm excited to get hold of this beer. This is a part of Dead Centre Brewing's Limited, as a play on words from limited, limited edition. And this particular beer, I think this is certainly the first batch that's been done, to my knowledge anyway, and it's part of very, very small batch brewing while in lockdown from COVID-19. So small batch brewing, one and done. This is probably only a few hundred cans of this in existence, if that, probably less in fact. But anyway, the best before is the 1st of the 6th, 2021. And right now it's we're only 3 days into July. So I know that this beer is as fresh as it gets. Now, it's a blonde ale, so a nice basic kind of an ale, but it's an interesting idea because you usually expect to get the hops that are in this beer, Saaz hops, in lagers, European lagers and pilsners. Pilsners like Stella, I think, has it. Pilsner Urquell definitely has Saaz hops in it. Saaz hops is one of the 4 noble hops varieties. Noble just means like traditional European hops. The 4 hops are Saaz, Spalt, Hallertau and Tettnang. Of those 4, only one of them is from the Czech Republic. That's the Saaz hop from Zatek, and the rest are from Germany. But anyway, there's plenty of different old traditional European hops, but those 4 are just very traditional that you see in lagers and pilsners. So really good to see it in a blonde ale, and I am a huge fan of Saaz hops. So I probably gonna like this beer with a bit of bias anyway. So on the back of the can, anyway, just for a quickly whip it open, Dead Centre Brewing is Westmeath's first and only craft brewery. Heart of Glass is our 4.6% blonde ale designed for easy drinking. That sounds perfect. It's going to be, yeah, it says crisp and refreshing blonde ale hot with Saaz. Saaz is predominantly an aroma hop anyway. It is used in bittering and flavouring, but it's got low alpha acids, so it's perfect for low alpha acids and high aroma content, so it's perfect for dry hopping. This doesn't say what stage this was hopped at, but I'm sure there's a bit of bitter and a bit of aroma going on here. Hints of spice, light grassy character. Okay, the malt is pale malt, the hops are Saaz, and it's just a very simple beer. So I'm going to crack this open. Now, behind me on the shelf is Dead Centre Brewing's pint glass, but I really want it in this big tulip glass, so I can get a good whiff of those Saaz hops. Saaz hops are very floral, and a little bit of spice going on. You might get a little bit of pepper, but really it's got that really satiating bite to Saaz hops, which is why they're so perfect in lagers and consumed. You know, in lagers they're consumed in quantity, and part of the reason is because that Saaz hop is just, it's got that real bite to it that just makes you want to take another slug of it. Anyway, cheers, sláinte, all that good stuff. We have a very decent head of foam on this beer, dense, medium dense compact bubbles, but I don't think they're going anywhere too fast. Nice bit of medium carbonation going on, and a sort of a wine gum, yellow wine gum type hazy, slightly hazy beer. Unfiltered, it's hopped, it's probably dry hopped, I'm not sure. Nice malty, biscuity, yeah, like a biscuity malt on the top of the aromas, with a little bit of floral. Yeah, definitely like a floral It's almost a little bit grape-like, but yeah, interesting aroma, very nice. Mixed, those Saaz hops have mixed in with the malt and they've come up with a bit more of a sweeter sort of spicy herbal. Yeah, very interesting. Not too much on the aroma, but that's to be expected. Anyway, let's get into this. Interestingly enough, with this being a blonde ale as opposed to a lager, lager has a very dry, it's a very dry, light-bodied, palatable beer, easy drinking beer. So the blonde ale version of a Saaz hopped beer has a little bit more maltier. So what you're used to with Saaz hops, getting that sort of really sort of distinct bite to it, is actually changed a little bit in the fact that there's a malt character in the background. So let me go for this again. Yeah, a bit lemony, a bit citrusy, but very, very light. Not your American hop type hop here. Wow, the hop oils from Saaz are amazing. They sort of coat your mouth with this oil of, and you know it's the hops because the base beer is just a blonde ale, very, very basic pale malt blonde. It's just pale malt. So that lemony, floral, herbally sort of note with a tiny bit of spice going on to it as well. It's just the hops just singing on the top of the palate. It does dry out in the mouth just quite nicely, but has a really decent amount of drinkability to it, but it also retains a bit of maltiness to the beer. Very interesting, very nice version, very enjoyable, very drinkable. Mouthfeel is sort of medium, is it medium light? I think what makes it seem a little bit lighter is the fact that you haven't got all these American hops in it, so you're not bombarded with forceful, pungent hop oils. You're just getting a very satiating hop that sits in the background but also coats the palate. The hops are staying in my mouth long after the blonde ale has gone away. The blonde ale is just very, very simple. It's very biscuity, very just gentle malt flavour to the beer. Saaz hops in it, absolutely lovely. Enjoying this beer, I'm liking this one. I think I'm going to sip this one now and move on to another one of theirs, which has a lot more hazy, hoppy character. Yeah, spiciness on the aroma is coming out all right. I've only had this out the fridge for 20 minutes now, but it is very, do you know what it is? The Saaz hops in it make it very, there's like this light bite in the back of your palate, and it makes you put the beer down, but you want to pick the beer straight back up again because of it. So it's not overwhelming in any sense of the word. So Heart of Glass gets a big thumbs up. That's my view on this brew. And Dead Center Brewing. Dead Center Brewing just don't make bad beer. They haven't made one single bad beer, and they've just been smashing them out one after the other. If you're in the Midlands of Ireland, you have to go into Athlone in Westmeath. Pop in, they've got an incredible pizza kitchen, an incredible tap room. Like, when I say incredible, I really, really mean it. You absolutely have to go there if you're in the Midlands of Ireland. It's overlooking the Shannon River, and yeah, dead good beer from the dead centre of Ireland. I could see myself sitting on their decking, drinking a good few of these out in the sun. This is a summer easy drinking blonde ale with a very nice moreish hop in it. Okay, cheers, sláinte, and it's on to the next one. Bye.